Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So like I said, today instead of doing Glowforge stuff, we are going to do two more collages in our Margarete Miller challenge. So this is the first one that I did. I added this little number 1 down here. I think everything else we did together. I thought it might be kind of fun to number them. If it fits or works, I will. I mean, it doesn't mean they all have to be numbered, but I put that on there yesterday, the number 2. I didn't even really think about numbering it then. I just put the 2 there. And then when I was looking at it, I was like, that's kind of cool, because then, you know which challenge it was. And I added these little stamps of like a tag shape there and there. And so now we are on to the third one. This is super fun. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. It is awesome to have you. And so I have number 3's challenges here. There's a barcode. So we have a barcode on here, and then I have another barcode, but this is also a clothing tag, and it flips open like this. So I may use it for the clothing tag idea instead of the barcode, but I have a barcode. A photo or a portion of a photo. This was in a family box of photos, and I have no idea who they are, and it's not labeled, so I'm going to go ahead and use it for this collage. I mean, I'm keeping this, so it's not like, you know, for some reason I find out who it is, I won't have it. A thing, and I decided to use the typewriter image as my thing. I got a clothing tag, text in a different alphabet, so that's this. I'm not even sure what this is, but I think I got this from Jo Beth, I think. So thank you, Jo Beth. And then bonus was handwriting. So there's handwriting on this page. It's just like names and from 1930. And then I just wanted some color because I feel like everything's like this, just one color. So I just thought a little pop of color would be good. This is just some actual like old typewriter practice. You can tell somebody who's just practicing. And then I just thought these maybe for background or whatever, and that's background. Okay, so we need to get this kind of covered up again. I might just go ahead and leave it with the white background. I kind of liked that on that last one we did. I think it sets off the, you know, especially when you use them like these old papers and stuff, it's just some contrast, and I kind of am liking that for this. I don't normally, but so I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good one. Just trying to get some stuff done. I'm feeling overly whelmed again. I don't know why I do that, but I do that a lot. I feel like I have tons of stuff to do, and I'm doing like this because I'm having fun doing this, so this is what I want to do. And I mean, I know we all have to do that. It's just when you have things you need to complete, it nags at you. If I would just complete them, I wouldn't have that problem. But yeah, having a good day nonetheless. That's early in the morning yet here, but barely gotten a start on it. Not a whole lot going on with us, like usual. Don't come here for the exciting stories, right? Alright. Get this on here, and I'm going to try to get this more flat. This paper likes to kind of curl a little bit, so I'm just going to start gluing stuff right down. Don't even know how I want it. I'm just gluing. Just want to get maybe less bubbles. Kind of had some bubbles. I think I want that to crinkle a little bit right there. Right here a little bit. Okay. Trying to get less of those air bubbles in there. That was kind of bothering me. See, it just instantly starts to curl. I think it's because this paper's so darn thin. Probably should have chosen something else, but that's what I had. So I was like, I'm just, oops, lid's already off. I'm just going to use, you know, something that I have type thing. So that's what I did. I'm sure it'll be fine in the end. And that's just a piece off of that brochure that we used yesterday. So that's a good backdrop kind of thing. Maybe I'll use a little, not that. I was going to use a little piece of this, but I don't think that'll work. And I really want to use that because I like that. Oh, we could just put some sewing pattern. That's that really blue one again. Why do I keep grabbing that one? Because I don't like it, that's why. For some reason, it looks better with the black to me. I don't know. Kind of strange like that, but what you gonna do? So that's just a water pin, if you were wondering and haven't. A lot of good it did. Look, I ripped right away from it, but sometimes it helps. It helps more with napkins than this sewing pattern paper, because this sewing pattern paper is a different consistency than the napkins. So it just kind of acts different. Sometimes it works fine, sometimes not. I'm just going to kind of like plunk this down somewhere. There's water on it. Oops. Great, now there's water on there. Water is not our friend always on this kind of stuff. Okay, I'm going to attempt to just kind of cover this whole thing, which may be very not fun. It probably would be smart to do it more like decoupage, but I don't really want to decoupage on these pages because they're so thin. Just the biggest thing is not ripping it, as you all probably know. But yeah, keep sewing paper, you know, the pattern paper, because there are a million and one things you can do with this stuff. And I'm gonna do a little bit of crinkling. Doesn't move a whole lot, but try to get it sort of crinkly. I even kind of like this curling right here. And I'm just going to ink it a little bit. I'm going to do some art glitter glue right there to hold that better. So yeah, it's been fun to see a lot of people are posting on Instagram their Margarete Miller challenge stuff, and it's just cool to see the different stuff that everybody's doing. It's so cool how everybody interprets it different. So yeah, if you don't have time maybe to watch all the videos of, you know, everybody doing these, if you go on Instagram you can find them too. And some of them, I mean, I don't even know who all is doing it, but I have seen it on Instagram, I'll just say that. I think I'm going to just go ahead and put this right along here. I do need to tear these ends. And this was just a scrap I had that I've probably had since scrapbooking time, when I was scrapbooking. But yeah, it is super fun to see all the differences. Oh, sorry, I need to turn that off. I always forget to turn it off. It's so stinking loud. I mean, I know I have to turn it down, but then I can't hear my my texts and calls and things that I do need to hear. I'm going to scoot it over a little because I want these kind of wrinkly bits. Put that right there. That's not too bad. Yeah, I think I have to have like a monthly panic attack on stuff I need to get done. Why I do that. I've done that like forever, so it's nothing new. It's just irritating. Nonetheless. Okay. So let's see. I want our photo and our thing. He looks really happy. She's like all smiling. Picture cracks me up. Okay, let's get some ink on here. If I want it there or more like here. I guess maybe I should probably lay this part out because I'll just wing it and then I'll be like, why did I put that there? I want this higher. No, I liked it better that other way. More like that. Then we have our barcode. I want to see if I can maybe get this off with a little bit of the cardboard. I don't really want the whole thickness because I don't love it and it's so boxy looking. It's better. I don't think I need these. Just the barcode itself is what I want. It's so matchy color-wise. I want to cover the inside of these because you could technically write in those. So let's cover those with something. Just want to do cover most of it. I don't love the color of this down here either, because it just doesn't go. Not there's anything wrong with that. Yes. I'm going to see if I have a different one. That one's just not working for me. I thought it would, but it's not. I keep these things and I wonder why. Well, this is why. Because then you can add them to stuff. Okay. I am going to take a piece of this. I think I'm going to put it on the tag. But I kind of like the date. I don't know if I can get the whole date though. Yeah, it's very long. Okay, so maybe not. A luncheon for May, I think is what that says. I could just go kind of like this. Sorry, are you like screaming? Are you screaming yet? Because I kind of want to keep that is a tag. I need to ink around that picture. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna work. Let's get a little ink on this too. My hair is escaping from my head again. Has to get right stuck in everything. That's on my hand. Okay. I kind of want to add something with some color onto that. I don't know if I have anything that'll work. Sorry, I'm just looking. I'm here. I swear. I have this old seam binding stuff. Is that just too wow for words? That would definitely be a pop of color. Doesn't really go though. Problem is I mostly have yellow and different shades of green. Oh, here's some purple, like silky seam binding. It doesn't really go either. That's kind of not too far from that. That's very time period for sure. Maybe we'll go ahead and do that one because that's just don't have a lot of colors. They're mostly yellow and green for the most part. It would be cool if I had like a that kind of a color, but I don't. So we'll use this. Let's see what we can come up with. It probably helps if I put the lid back on the water pen. And those are for doing watercolor. But I mean, obviously you can use them for whatever you want. But they hold water inside of the main part of the pen. And you can refill them. And I would like to do both through at the same time, but who knows if we can get this. Oh yeah, it will work. I just have to undo it enough to put these through. Yes, I like that better. Okay, so we're gonna put those on. I think I'm gonna need, I think these will be fine with just glue stick. Oh, I didn't even put down that typewriter yet, did I? Let's put that down first. Oh my goodness, sorry. Giant trucks going by. I am going to throw a party when they're done building over there. Of course, I have to get the goobery glue everywhere. This was over this way a little bit more, right? Kind of cool to see the typewriter thing, except then I'm putting the barcode. Kind of moved everything down a little bit, didn't I? Yes, I did. Darn. It's the only problem when you're trying to finagle all this. It's making it all fit how you want it. Okay, let me see. I need a paper towel. Because of course I had to get glue on that too. And I didn't get that straight either, but guess what? It's staying right like it is. This one I think I'm going to have to use whatchamacallit, or glitter glue. Roll up again. Put this up here. I don't want to cover up all that typewriter stuff, so I think I'm going to put it down here. And we still have other things to add that we haven't added yet. Okay. Oopsie. I'm actually going to come up a little bit on this. Alright. There's that, and then we need our writing or script in a different alphabet. So I'm almost thinking I had a different one, and the only reason I'm thinking it might be better is because the papers, oh, I guess it's pretty close, but it might show up better, stand out more with this, the Asian scripts. I think I'll use that instead. Because I'm afraid if I just do a little piece of that, it's just going to blend right in. And that'll be that. So I'm going to take this portion where it's got the bigger script. Kind of do something like that. Just hanging over a little bit over this way. Which kind of throws it off balance, but I think it will work. Okay. It's so cool. Asian writing is so cool. I don't know what this is in particular, but it's really cool looking. Oh, I don't want to cover up all that part, so I guess I will kind of stay within the boundaries here. Okay, yeah, I think that looks better anyway, rather than hanging outside. Oh, come on, stick down. Stinker. Okay, so I want my stamps again, because I'm going to do a little stamping on that. These would be kind of fun. These are, again, just Stampin' Up! Stamps. Most of them I got with what do you call it? Paper pumpkins. So I don't know if you can get them or not, but because I don't get those anymore, so I don't really know. It's just lines, just something abstract, not you know, an image of anything in particular. I like adding that to these, but you totally could do a flower or whatever you wanted. Okay, we're going to come onto the picture a little here. Hopefully, because these, that's the only thing, I didn't think about those when I decided to do this. It didn't work at all, so I'm going to take it off the block. There's a reason I don't use the blocks very often, even though this is tricky. because unless you have a completely flat surface, it doesn't want to work very well. That reminds me of a barcode too. It's kind of crazy. I just thought of that. You probably noticed it all along, but... And this is just like stitching. Got the shaky hands. Okay, and I do like to hold them there for a second because it really does help, you know, get a good impression. That and that. I might want something circular instead of another one of those. Let's see. I think I'll use this one again that we used yesterday. I'm just going to grab this circle over here again. And then the number 3, I think. Oh, you know what I think I'm going to use instead of that? Where is it? That's right. I'll use this little guy. That way it won't be totally obvious, but it will be there. Our little 3 down there. I think that's done. I may add to it afterwards. I never know until I, you know, I get looking at it and then I'm like, oh, it needs, oh, you know what I want to put? I don't know why. I want to put this right here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have no reasons for that. Just wanted it there. There's that. We're going to move these out of the way so I can clean them off. Alright, so now we're going to move on to number 4. And so get my script out of the way here and get my other things out that I'm going to use. Move this block. This. Okay. So on this one, the 4th one, it's numbers, so I have all sorts of number things. This is all like numbers stuff. And then I'm also going to use my numbers digi, rust in numbers that's called, because it has all these different numbers. And that's also going to be my art scrap, because to me these digis that we create are art. Like this to me is, and photographs are art. So I'm using my scraps from my rust and numbers digi for the art part. To me this is art, even though I didn't like make that. It's just so cool. So anyway, graph or lined paper. I have lined paper. I have this kind of stuff. This isn't meant to be a graph because it's lined paper, but when it dyed, it got lines from another piece of paper going the opposite direction, so it kind of looks like graph paper. And then I have pieces of like ledger, book page, a portion, and then I have my sticky note. I didn't really have old sticky notes, but because I throw those in the trash. But where did it go? I had a sticky note somewhere. I'm sure you guys saw it was right on top, probably under. There it is. Yeah. An old sticky note. It's just kind of crinkly, but it's not really old. And then the bonus is instructions, and so I have directions for using out of that little thing we used yesterday, brochure. Okay, so Now we got to cover our background again. And I feel like there's not really like necessarily a focal point in this, which is kind of hard, but we'll see what we can do here. So this is out of an old like journal thing that I have. It's right here. She like cut, it's like a composition notebook, but she covered it with like a 1920s image, and then it says sewing down here, and you can see she cut out the letters herself and put them there. And then there's all kinds of directions on sewing and like just notes about sewing. And I'm not sure, this was some kind of image that got torn off of here, but I think I'm mainly going to use this part up here and some of this down here as well, because I'm not really sure what that is. It's probably just, you know, fabric-y type stuff, but I want this torn. That's great. So if you're also doing this and you are on Instagram or something, let me know if I don't follow you, and I'll follow you. Because this challenge is really fun, and I just don't know who all, obviously how would I know, is doing it, but it's super fun. Oh, I need to put my little instructions on the back of that other page. Okay, maybe I'll do it like this direction. Let's put that on real quick because I'll lose it, and that'll be that. I'll have to print it out again. The really cool thing about this is if you get her digi, well, even if you don't, even if you just write them down on something, you could do some of these collages again just for, you know, to see how you do it different or whatever down the line, which would be fun. I'll set that aside till it dries, and then I'll use it again. Oh, somebody was asking me about art glitter glue, the top on my art glitter glue, and I know some of you know because you've heard it before, but it's just the pin that comes with the art glitter glue cap, that metal little cap that comes. Sometimes you can get it with the glue, but a lot of times you have to buy it separately. But anyway, it's that pin that goes in there, and then I just added a knitting needle topper, you know, so that you don't poke yourself with a knitting needle. It's just that. It just makes it easier for me to find it when it's on my table, or if it falls on the floor or whatever. So that's why I keep that, or put that on there. Gayle uses just the knitting needle caps, Gayle Augustinelli, so I didn't have a lot of luck with that. I don't know if it's just because, I don't know. But anyway, so I had to go to, you know, keeping the pin, but the pin fits right over the top of, or I mean the knitting needle cap fits right over the top of that little pin. So yeah, that's the way I did it, and it works great because then when it's rolling around on my table with a bunch of junk, I can usually find it a lot easier because it's bright green and it's just bigger than the pin itself. I've almost thrown away those pins, I don't know how many times, before I put that little cap on it. But it's nothing fancy or something that you can find somewhere already all ready to go. It's just that. But yeah, I get such a mess of paper everywhere. I try not to do that when I'm filming, just because I know it's really super aggravating for people because they can't really see what's going on. But yeah. Oh, I was going to add some of those to that last one. I'll have to keep that in mind. Forgot. Okay, let's try to get that nice and flat. Okay, and I'm going to use, I think, some of my rust here. This is a picture that I took, and this is in that rust and numbers, these whole sheets of just rust and stuff. So if you're interested in that, that's what it is. Rust and old wood and rusty nails and all kinds of stuff. Let's debate here on how I want to tear it. Yeah, there's such amazing digital artists out there, you know, making digis. I really do consider you know, it's art. So I was like, I'll just use scraps of that. I don't have like any specific other artwork necessarily. I have some digis that are actually watercolor stuff of mine, but this didn't really fit that theme as well. Or those don't fit this theme as well, something like that. Okay, I'm going to sort of do the same semi-distance kind of thing. Okay. Alright, got our background basically. What else do we want to put on here? Might use one of the images because, like I said, there's no real. Use that. I use this scrap. There's no real focal points, so I'll go ahead and use this image of this guy. Need all that stuff hanging off of it. And then there's that green paper. I do want a piece of this somewhere. Okay, and then our handwriting. And there's some numbers there as well. Okay, I need to ink this paper. And this is that green painter's masking paper. And I got it, I believe at Lowe's when I got it. I think Lowe's has pink right now, at least it does in our area, because we were just there the other day. And they had it. I know somebody said Home Depot doesn't have it anymore. I have no idea where, you know, what parts of the country have what and don't, but all I can say is in our area, our Lowe's had it when I was there the other day, and I live in Idaho. I don't know if that helps anybody, but you could probably call your Lowe's if you have a Lowe's and see if they have it, like before you go try to hunt it down or something. I actually want this down first. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, that came out of nowhere. All of a sudden it's like, I'm sneezing. So this is going to go right here. I've been sneezing like crazy lately. I don't know. Well, I do have allergies quite often, but yeah, it's been bad lately. I don't know if it's just it's so dry because we haven't really had a lot of moisture. I mean, it'll spit like some snowy rain sort of stuff, but we've not really had much of anything to speak of, so I think that's part of the problem. And then, you know, you have your heater going. If I would run a humidifier, but it's just another thing to keep track of. Clean and fill and, you know, all that. I lose interest real quick. Yes, I'm horrible. Okay, there's that. And what other things do we need here? I've already forgotten. Numbers, graph paper or lined paper, art scrap, a book page. Oh, the sticky note. Where's that sticky note? Lost it again. Another piece of stuff. I've got a number on a stamp. Like this piece right here. Kind of want to stick some stuff to this because I just feel like it's not old enough. I don't have an old one, so it needs help. I'm going to use my little brush to get it inked a little because I don't want it like crazy inked. I just want it. And I didn't have any with writing on them or anything. I don't really use sticky notes a whole lot. I did when I worked at the school, but around home I don't use them a ton. I just forget about them or something. Let's put, and I'd stamp a 4 on here too. I like that corner tucked over like that. 4. And these number stamps I got at the school when I worked there. They're getting rid of a bunch of stuff. And it was just those little numbers, and I was like, oh, I'll take those. Knew I could find a use for them. That there. I feel like I need a big number. 10. It's a brick wall with a huge 10 painted on the side of it. I like this too, though. Go under here. So what else was there? Oh, the instructions. Where are my instructions? Instructions for using. Or directions. It says not instructions, but same difference. I feel like I want a piece of this instead of that 10. Let's do this 5. An old license plate, so you can probably tell. Too bad I don't have a big 4. No, no big 4 on there. Is that all the things? All the things. I need less of that up there. It's not necessary. Okay. So this one goes under, so that one's first. That's one that I actually used in the Rest in Numbers Digi. That's the original piece of paper that I used. That there. I feel like I want a ticket or something. This one, oh no, we want you to fold over. I can crinkle a little bit, kind of like that green paper because it's so thin. The thin paper works the best for that, if you like that look. Okay. Use Artie Maze because Lord knows there's loads of numbers in here. Tickets and things. I thought I had more of the tickets out. There's one sort of ticket. I just kind of want it like that. Yeah, let's just mess this up a little bit. I like to punch the holes in these too, and they have like a hole punch right there. How long have I been doing this? Oh, 47 minutes. I could do this kind of one all day long. This is, I'm going to do a guide journal, and this is the type. And I don't totally consider it a guide journal because I like stuff like this. But yeah, I know that's kind of what it would be considered. I still want this image in there somewhere. I don't really need another 5, do I? So I love the nails and stuff over here. It's kind of big though. It might not work. To put that there instead, but I like this better. I need to ink this. That is that. Took the 5 off. That better. I want this. I don't know, I'm getting really heavy like right here. So let me see. Kind of feels like it needs something this way more. I don't know. I don't like that. That's one of the tags. thicker paper. Oh, that edge isn't torn. I'm like, why isn't that working? It's my paint. I'm probably going to tear these all up and not like any of them. Do it this way. Sorry, I just can't decide. I know it's frustrating for you guys. I think I like that better. Okay, sorry. That was just one of those brain meld things. So you turn it this way. Have it central more. Covered up my one rusty hole there, but that's okay. Got another one there. That keeps moving further that direction. Noticed. Okay, I need a little ink on this. Okay, I like that better. So we have everything. Numbers, yes. Graph paper, I got lined paper. I could put, let's do, a piece of this. Maybe not. Yeah, that's okay. I need a rougher edge on there. Why am I doing that side? Such a dork. Okay. Okay. There's that one. So I think it's done. I said I think. Keyword. I know it already had a 4, but now it has another one. Okay, and I still need some more stamps. Sorry. Thought it was done. It's not. do this one. There's my, oh, I forgot I moved it over there. I've got a big fat mess to clean up again. Yep. I need something else. I don't know what this is. It's just a little circle with like dots in it. Just stuck my finger in there. There's a different one. I think I even want this smudge right here if it'll do it. No, it didn't. That's okay. I'm just liking this circle for some reason, so I guess I'm just going to keep adding this circle to everything. I guess it's because I don't have a whole lot of other circles to use. And I feel like it needs it, so I think that's done. Well, either way, I'm going to let you guys go. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry, I got super quiet. I was thinking, so I'll have to cut out my other instructions and get them glued on there. But so today we got 3 done and 4 done. Yeah, super fun. Alright, I love this. It's great. I could just do this forevermore. So I will chat with you guys again soon. I hope you have an awesome day, and thank you so much for hanging out with me and your always super sweet comments. I just love you guys. And yeah, so have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.